Hey, good morning. Monday, October 25. I'm going to share with you a quote that I found interesting in a book that I was reading this weekend. Then I'm going to, so today's going to be kind of a short one. But first thing I'm going to do is go through kind of the details of the week, and then I'll share that quote with you that I think was I really like it, and I think it'll give us something to think about. So today we have a shadow student. So welcome, seventh grade shadow student. And so that's pretty awesome. We are glad you are here. His name is Holden Hayes. So welcome. And tonight we have a parent preview night. So for our prospective families that are interested in Denver Christian, that's tonight at 6:30. I think we've got like 30 plus families here tonight, so that's going to be neat. Tomorrow, Tuesday, the 26th, we at first thing in the morning after homeroom, our eighth graders are going to shadow the over in the high school for till about 10 o'clock. And so that's going to be, they're going to experience some different classes. They're going to meet with student council. They're going to meet with student life and things like that. It should be really, really neat. Learn about athletics and fine arts and stuff. Wednesday, we have a sixth grade shadow student, so looking forward to that. I'm out of the office just in the afternoon on Wednesday. Thursday, we have chapel. It's a praise and worship chapel, so I'll be leading that. We're going to spend a little bit of time on the word with. We've talked a lot about belonging, and one of the words that's connected to belonging is with. And so I'm going to spend a little bit of time on that. So looking forward to sharing some things on that. Here's your cleanup crew for this week. We've got Tatum Fuller, Danica, Wallace Sabell, Tice, Francis Cook, and Quinn Barkema. So Tatum, Danica, Wallace, Tice, Francis, and Quinn. So thank you for serving this week. So again, you've got that parent preview night listed there. You've got a couple of things. Leaf raking update. We have all our drivers. Another email will be going out to those drivers today as a confirmation that they are our drivers. I know that some families and parents have said, "Oh, I'd like to drive, but I'm full. I actually don't have any room for drivers." If a driver drops out, then of course now I've got room. So anyway, that's that. That's kind of it. I mean, it's pretty chill week, not a lot happening there. But I want to share the quote, but I want to remind us of this quote. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people belonging, every single one of you. Look around. Every single one of you belongs to God, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. So that is that. So here's the quote that I wanted to share with you. Just sort of a lens that I'm going to challenge you, some of you, all of you. It says, stop walking through the world looking for confirmation that you don't belong. In other words, you will always find it because you've made that your mission. I'm going to read this a couple times. Stop scouring people's faces, your classmates' faces, your friends' faces, for evidence that you're not enough. You will always find it because that's your goal. No one belongs here more than you. I'm going to say that again. The reason I'm bringing this up, if you want to feel like you don't fit in or you don't belong or you don't have, then you won't. You'll feel that. Stop walking through the world looking for confirmation. In other words, evidence, right? As it says down below. Stop walking through the world looking for confirmation that you don't belong. You will always find it because you've made that your mission. She doesn't like me. He doesn't like me. I'm not friends with them. I am friends with them. They gave me that look. So stop walking through the world looking for confirmation that you don't belong. You will always find it because you've made that your mission. So in other words, it's kind of like when you get a new used car, whatever. All of a sudden, you see those cars everywhere because now all of a sudden you're aware of it and you're spending time looking for that. Stop walking through the world looking for confirmation that you don't belong. You will always find it because you've made that your mission. Stop scouring, in other words, looking at people's faces, for evidence that you're not enough. Boy, she looked at me like that. I wonder if I'm not good enough. Stop scouring people's faces for evidence that you're not enough. You will always find it because that's your goal. No one belongs here more than you. In other words, all of this says you don't need confirmation. You don't need some other human to make you feel like you belong. If you put your faith, lack of a better term, all the weight on whether you belong or not in your friendship group or your classmates group, maybe you're not your friendship group anymore, maybe they used to be, now they're not. But if you put all the weight on their shoulders to constantly remind you that you belong, you're going to be let down a lot because we're human. We let each other down all the time. Now, there's nothing Christian about this quote. Nothing about Jesus in this quote. Nothing about God, about 1 Peter. There's nothing in there about this. But it is directly related. God says that you belong. That's it. That's all you need. That's the only evidence you need. He says that you belong. Not some person in your class or not in your class, some boy, some girl. That's not how it works. Because if you put all your eggs in that basket, all your eggs in the human basket, you're gonna be let down a lot. So I'm gonna read it one more time. I want this to sink in. Stop walking through the world looking for confirmation that you don't belong. You'll always find it because you've made that your mission. So if you want to see this person and have that person tell you that you don't belong, whatever they do, whether it has anything to do with you or not, whatever they do, it's going to confirm that you don't belong because you were looking for it, or you're going to twist it. Stop walking through the world looking for confirmation you don't belong. You will always find it because you made that your mission. Stop scouring people's faces across the room, that girl, that boy, for evidence that you're not enough. You will always find it because that's your goal. You've made that your goal. No one belongs here more than you. God tells us that. No one belongs here more than you. You are a chosen person. You are a royal priesthood. You are a person belonging to God, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness and into his wonderful light. Read this quote 1,000,000 times until you get it. Memorize it, whatever it takes. Shift the mindset. I think it'll make a difference. Anyway. All right, gang. We'll see you in the halls. Later.